In this demonstration, we see how VR Forces has been deployed as the instructor-operator station component of a man-in-a-loop flight training simulation. Like VR Forces, the pilot's cockpit simulation is based on VR Link, so the actions of the human pilot will automatically be reflected in VR Forces, and the threat units created in VR Forces will be able to detect and engage the trainee. First, the instructor develops a scenario to support the training objectives. This is easily done by connecting to the VR the World Online streaming terrain server to load the Earth as a background terrain, then loading a highly detailed model of the village site. The instructor then uses the plan view display to interactively create a target and threat scenario. He places threats and non-threat entities, giving each a plan that guides their artificial intelligence. The instructor lays down a number of surface-to-air missile sites. These automatically engage with opposing aircraft. The pilot will have to avoid these dangerous threats in order to reach his target. Now that the overall scenario has been designed, the scenario developer switches to stealth mode to fine-tune the positions of the entities in 3D. The instructor can either attach to a specific SAM site by selecting it in the objects list, or use the mouse and keyboard to fly around the terrain and inspect the positions of the entities. Using the visualization tools in VR Forces, the instructor can find suitable locations for the surface-to-air missiles. The instructor can easily adjust the positions and reorient the SAMs so they are positioned according to doctrine. Once the instructor has the training scenario ready, he prepares to start the mission. He creates a baseline viewing condition by rotating the plan view display to align the map with the anticipated flight path. Now it's time for the trainee to fly the mission. The instructor starts the simulation, and as soon as the cockpit simulation is initialized, the position of the trainee's aircraft is reflected in VR Forces. The instructor can now attach to the pilot's aircraft entity to create a moving map. To monitor the mission and judge the student's performance, the instructor creates an exaggerated reality view of the aircraft in flight. This allows him to zoom out and see the entire playbox, while at the same time exaggerating the size of the models in order to visualize the types and positions of the units. In regular stealth mode, the units would be nearly impossible to see or to classify at this zoom level. By turning on the tactical graphics of the mission plan and the track histories of the entities, the instructor can visualize how well the pilot is executing his flight plan and dealing with the terrain and the threats. Because the instructor-operator station is actually located in a room adjacent to the cockpit simulator, it's not possible to look over the trainee's shoulder. But using another inset view, the instructor can simultaneously monitor the situation and get an out-the-window view of what the trainee sees from the cockpit. Now the instructor's all set and the mission is underway. The pilot is so far flying smartly. The instructor, however, can choose to make things more difficult by dynamically changing the scenario. In this case, he adds an opposing fighter jet to intercept from the flank. The pilot veers off to engage the threat, but now the pilot is in danger. The trainee has headed straight into the active range of the SAM sites, and they've locked on and fired missiles. Ouch. It looks like this student is going to need some more training. Let Mock help assemble the right commercial off-the-shelf products to make your simulation project a success. Reach out to us at info@mock.com or visit our website, www.mock.com. BT Mock, helping customers build and populate 3D simulated environments so they can deliver on their simulation systems.